try this again. Gonna try this again. Maybe. Shoot. Alright, hopefully this time it doesn't screw up. Yeah, hopefully not. Gotta get the camera not screwing up. Shit. I'm trying, I gotta get a new link out. Ugh. Share. Maybe. Alright, try that again. Let some peeps get up in here. Let some people get up in here. Take it a second. I gotta be careful with the camera apparently. It's kind of annoying. Makes me kind of want to set up a second one, which I could, but I'll wait a minute. Wait and see if anybody gets back in here. Hey, what's up, Zero? Hey, bud. Welcome in. Yeah, hopefully this time it's a little better. I think when I moved the camera, it lost continuity and it just cut it off. So if I do move it, I'll have to be real careful because for some reason, if that disconnects, then OBS doesn't want to like turn it back on even if I replug it back in, which is kind of weird. So yeah, what's those? Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm gonna use my phone as a backup for chat. So here we have the master. This of course is an LGT Saber, but again, these are all being quality controlled by me and set up with the cinematic collection, the entire cinematic collection. And of course this is a Qui-Gon Saber, so we gotta have a Qui-Gon font. Hey, what's up, Liam? What's up, Liam? How you doing? Boy, the camera really has a problem with that blade.
I am a Jedi.
Let's see. This is a the sun. So the Sun, or I'm sorry, the Xenopixel is a really cool soundboard that has more features than I initially thought. You know, you get power on, power off, of course, hum. You get the smooth swings. You do not get accent swings, but again, you do get smooth swings, which is really cool. And then you get blaster, you get drag, you get lockup, and you get force push. You can do force moves, which I thought I didn't realize it could do force moves at the beginning. It's a little trickier to trigger. It's not as simple as say a Saber with a 2-button solution. You know, most of these Xenopixels, all of them to my knowledge, are going to be a 1-button solution, which is fine. Some people prefer that. Like on Golden Harvest, you can set that up for 1 or 2 button. I think you can really do that with any board, but the Xenopixel is really good about that. But anyway, yeah, definitely wanted to show off. This is the one I have out. I mean, besides this center bit here and the fact that the grooves aren't like really deep, I don't know if you can see that. Other than those two things, and maybe the color at the emitter, I mean, this is pretty darn screen accurate for when you're thinking about the price point of what these Sabers are. Yo, we got zero. Xeno is not. It is relatively new. They ramped production pretty quickly on the V2, from what I understand, and I know they're always looking to update things, but it is pretty new on the market. It's it's LGT. It's their what do you call that? Budget friendly, smooth swing NeoPixel solution, which is really great. I mean, some of the stuff that it does for the price point is actually really, really cool. Yeah, the grooves on this one are, you get some groove depth. Here, let me turn the light back on. You do get some groove depth there. It's not a lot, but and then the shapes are accurate, and the shroud, as far as I can tell, is very accurate, and then the pommel too. I mean, overall, the shape and size of everything is, again, I mean, when you think about the price point, it's hard to,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
let's see.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
I gotta hold down the button.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am a Jedi.
The flight hilts from Poxtor. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you think about the more budget-friendly Sabers out there and how you can easily pick out, what on it isn't screen accurate and what is, and when you think about other vendors out there that have budget Sabers and what they're trying to come across with inspired Sabers, I think LGT does a really good job in a lot of cases. In some cases, not. In some cases, yes. I think with certain inspired hilts, they do a really good job. And some, they're decent, passable. And overall, I think they're better than a lot of the competition out there for the same price point, if that makes sense. That's just a personal opinion. Yeah, grooves could be deeper, but so much better than... Yeah, exactly. Like, again, I have this up for a few $100 or something like that. Versus, if I wanted the true screen accurate deep grooves from some other places out there, of course I'm going to pay a lot more, and that's fine, right? But for the target market that LGT goes after, I think they're extremely competitive, and a lot of people have different opinions about them, and I can understand where a lot of that comes from, but I gotta say, seeing them in hand, I knew right away that when I started this, I wanted to make sure that I didn't do any drop shipping. Just to be clear, I'm not against drop shipping at all. If you're doing a lot of volume in business, and as your business grows, it almost becomes a necessity to do drop shipping. It just requires a little more effort on, like, say, if it was me doing it, my part as the business owner, to make sure that the customer service side is there in case you run into any issues, right? But right now, since I'm just starting up, I don't, I can have the luxury of taking everything in personally and personally doing quality control. And that way, coming out of the gate, when I get my very first customers, they can know that, what, these went through my hands. I double checked and ran through everything. Not to mention being a font maker, I get to customize a font package, that, you won't get elsewhere, right? So for most of these hilts, they're going to come with my entire cinematic collection of fonts, which is 20 in total. You guys, if y'all have been on my website, you know how much those can go for. Normally $12 a piece, or if you buy the whole bundle, it's $1.99. You get a discount, but right now all my fonts, if you buy them individually, are $9 a piece. That's 25% off. So that's really cool. But yeah, any of the sabers I sell are going to come standard with the cinematic collection. But depending on the hilt and the character, you might get a bonus font, like the Revan hilts. The Revan hilts will get the cinematic collection and the Revan specific font for that hilt. For the Reborn hilt or the regular Revan hilt, the Red Blade, that gets my font, Revan Reborn or Rebirth or something like that. And then the Revanchist style Revan hilt, which I'm calling the Butcher, will get my font called the Butcher, and plus the cinematic collection, which is really cool. So Liam says, or wait, hold on. Overall impressed with most LGBT. Yeah, 0. So most of them, look, again, for the price point, I think they pack an incredible punch. Would I say that these are like the top tier collectible items? No. Are these 100% screen accurate? No. But they definitely get the job done a lot better than, some of the competition in those price ranges, right? And I think and they feel good. That's another thing. Like, they feel good in the hand. They're, not every hilt they make is perfect. I definitely have some issues with some of them. I'm not going to go into that here. I'm not here to bash LGT at all. I'm obviously partnering with them. Xenopixel. Another feature of that is you can do stab on, stab off, clash on. You can kind of customize that stuff. Twist on, twist off. I didn't even mean to activate it, but no, they do. For what they are, I think they're fantastic. They're really surprised. They really surprised me a lot. And then Liam says, the Ezra hilt they have is surprisingly good. Yeah, I've seen that. I had the option to order it, but I'm holding off because I'm still doing some research myself. And, I definitely want to make sure that they get some good reviews and stuff. And, I just want to do my own research and check them out. And I also was limited on what I could order for my first order, as it were. The first round of... my first purchase of inventory, I only am working with so much of a budget. So maybe on the next round I'm definitely going to change it up on the next round of Sabers, with different models I'm going to get. And sorry, I don't know why the camera's twitching out so much. I don't know if that's going to help. The fact, let's see. Yeah, I appreciate it, 0. They're gonna be here. I'm just starting off. It's funny. It's kind of a bad time of year to start this business because as a saber vendor, I'm not established yet, right? So I have to build that. I have a reputation as a font maker, but as a saber person, not so much. And LGT. People have it's a very polarizing subject. LGT. A lot of people think they're garbage. A lot of people like them. There's a lot of people on the fence because they still don't know a bunch, and they're waiting to see. The best way I could describe LGT is, are they from China? Yes. Now, I think the best way to talk about LGT is, this is a product that targets a specific demographic, or rather price point, right, in our hobby, which is what I would call the casual audience, okay? But it does have some options to cater to those enthusiasts who aren't ready to spend a lot of money but still want something that represents close to what they're looking for and kind of scratches that itch, right? But I think the biggest thing about LGT, if you're a vendor, or there's, because there's so many vendors popping up, and that's something people say, is like, oh, LGT vendors popping up every day, and that's kind of a fair criticism, but I think the biggest thing is who is that vendor, and what is their customer service like? How do they represent their brand, and how do they represent the community? And that's where I'm hoping people will give me a chance, and really, anyone that's worked with me in the past, whether it be font commissions or if they just email me and ask me a question, those folks are going to know that I'm Johnny on the spot when it comes to customer service. I really care about the community. This hobby means a lot to me, and I feel like LGT is a great first step to what I really want to do, which is ultimately one day have a bunch of my own designs. Obviously, you guys saw the Tron hilt run that I tried to get off the ground. Unfortunately, that didn't go through. A lot of that came down to capital, and for those here, I can show off the Tron hilt. Let me turn the light on. I tried getting this bad boy manufactured on a larger scale, and unfortunately it just didn't come to fruition, not yet, but it is something that I absolutely am not giving up on. In fact, I've got plans to have this made at some point, and it might take 6 months, it might take a year, but I definitely intend on getting it made one day. So we just gotta wait and see. Yeah, no, the Tron hilt is one of my favorite designs. It was a lot of fun, and again, I'm not done with it yet. Standard issue, for that matter. Standard issue. Boy, this 3D print is really rough, but standard issue, and it's kind of in pieces here. Standard issue is another one that I really, and even the point. This normally comes off to a point, and but yeah, I absolutely want to get this made as well. So there's things in the future that I really want to do that it's just going to take time. So right now, if I can sell some LGT inspired hilts or what have you, focus is off. That's kind of the idea. And then how many people we got in here? Because I said we would do a tour. We got 5. Cheeto's born. Hey Cheeto, what's up, Cheeto? I see you. I'm holding the chat here. Welcome in, everybody. This is the office. This is the Saber Mock / Smuggler's Outpost work mat. This thing is awesome. I don't want to move the camera really. The last time I moved it, it glitched out and didn't want to reboot, and I don't want to start the stream up again. Uh-oh, SD card. And I also got something really cool to show you guys later too, as kind of a surprise for those that are hanging out, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, let me see. Down here on the floor under the bench, I have all of my stock of what's ready to ship. It's all in stock, ready to ship. They're all in their own little boxes on the carpet, nice and neat. I just didn't have room on top here, but rest assured they're quite fine. I actually have I have these black cotton gloves for when I'm doing some of the TikTok stuff, and that's because these hilts are very fingerprint magnet. That's the only thing. I mean, they're all, most of them have this finish, so I use the gloves to make sure that they're before I ship them, I want to clean them up, right? So but yeah, I've got all these other hilts, the Revanchist, or I call it the Butcher, the LGT. So everybody has different names for them. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the nicest hilts that I've seen from them. I think the main light has a problem with my camera. I'm also working on getting a new camera because I'm This is a good webcam, but I'm tired of it. The future sure can get exciting. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, but yeah, the Revanchist Saber from them is freaking awesome. Actually, it feels nice. It's got a Type C charger up there. The switch is illuminated red. Xenopixel. Let me throw a blade in it, and we'll mess with the butcher for a second. Throw my test blade in here, and actually, I really need to turn this one off. This is another thing. Oh, I don't even have the right font on.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Your focus determines your reality.
Yeah, so actually the LGT Leia, I ordered one of those, and it had something wrong with the threads on the grip section, and it was kind of defective. But and I probably won't order that one again. I think they need to revise the design a little bit, and I talked to my vendor rep about this. It works, but I will say this: it's the blade depth is too shallow. That's my biggest complaint about it, and because of that, I really don't feel comfortable with it. I want them to go back. It's the hilt is beautiful. Like, that's not the problem. Aesthetically, it looks great. I think they just need to make it a little bigger so it can have a little more blade depth. And then I think from there, if they could tighten that up just a bit and get some more blade depth, I think it would be in a really good spot. But anyway, what I was going to say is I need to shut this saber off. So with Xenopixel, so when you turn it off, you just keep holding the button down. And then after about like 10 seconds or so, it'll force it into deep sleep. And I need to see. There it goes. And then I'm going to throw on the butcher, and we're going to take a look at that. Alright, let's get the butcher going. So you got 2 set screws here. And that doesn't feel very... Alright. What do we got here? And it's my first thing that holds up. I'm glad your Leia holds up nice, man. I had some trouble, and I don't know if the fitting on mine was too shallow, and that's why, if it was supposed to be shallower, but yeah, I'm hoping I get better luck next time. And then Liam says the Cal Saber, dude. Okay, the Cal Saber is like next to this one here. Next to this, the Cal Saber is probably the nicest one in my opinion. I actually put a Golden Harvest V3 in the Cal Saber, and that thing's decked out with all my Fallen Order stuff. Well, for Cal anyway, all that remains and the 8 colors, and I think Truly Lost is on there too, the Inquisitor Cal. But yeah, the Cal Saber is actually really great. I'll probably bust that out here in a little bit, but right now we're gonna get some revving.
Power on.
Let's see, hold on.
The one true emperor. The butcher.
Here we go, baby. Yeah, man. I need the mini mall from Padawan Outpost. It looks pretty. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, basically all the stuff you see: Exegol Outpost, Padawan Outpost, Crimson Dawn, Dark Wolf. Geez, Starforge is a new one. Sabers. I mean, there's a ton of vendors for LGT, and those hilts like that mini mall and stuff like that. I mean, I also can, if I want to add that to my offering, I can. Again, I picked out, what I thought would be a good first start, and then, I can mess with things as I go along. But yeah, I mean, Revan is, this one is, these are beautiful, man. I was really impressed with these, and, they sound great, the smooth swing's great. This one's really accurate. I mean, it's not 100% of course, but I mean, it's really dadgum close. Oh, hold on, let me make sure to turn it off all the way. Yeah, these are really great. Now, they can do color changes and all kinds of stuff. Xenopixel does. Xenopixel does support a lot of different cool modes. It's not as customizable as, like a Golden Harvest or a Profi or a CFX. But again, we're talking about target price point, right? Like, if you're targeting, 100, let's see, Xenopixels are usually in the 200 range, 2 to 300 range, depending on what you get. So for that range, the amount of options that are on Xenopixel are actually really cool. Again, you got all the smooth swing and stuff, but you do have a mode where it'll cycle through all the colors, and then you can hit a button to stop it. It's got some different blade presets, like an unstable, which the unstable on Xenopixel is more like a really rapid strobe, and then their Fireblade is more like an unstable Kylo. But then they have a rainbow blade, a candy rainbow type of blade. They got some really cool stuff. It's actually, I was really impressed to see how much customizability they had. Yo, what's up, Isaac? Love that saber and the awesome font. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, man. The butcher, when I decided to, order that one to put it up for sale, immediately I knew that was the font that I wanted on it. And then since we're doing Revan, I'll go ahead and load up the actual, like the Rev In model, if that's what we want to call it. I call it Reborn, and that's the font that I put on. So let me go ahead and load that up while I can, and we'll get that going. I'm gonna put Qui-Gon back. Hold on, guys. Revan Chiz, Qui-Gon. Where's Qui-Gon? Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon. And then, where is Revan? Here we go. Alright. Same thing. I mean, besides the button and the recharge port, this thing is really shiny and really pretty and pretty daggum accurate. I mean, I cannot complain at all. Big fan of Xenopixel, not much fan of programmers, so it's perfect for me. Yeah. I mean, like, when you think about stuff like CFX, they're getting really good with the crystalfocus.net, which I'm learning more and more about, and I really like it. I think it's an incredible application to help you get customized. When it comes to really true customize and no limits, I mean, Profi's going to be king on that, of course. Personally, for me, I'm not a Profi guy. Maybe one day if I'm carrying a bunch of stuff, I'll offer it, but right now, to me, Profi is a true enthusiast board. If you really want no limits and you're willing to learn and dig in and learn how to work all that stuff, it's there and it's fantastic. And I think the guys that Fett, Fernando, and then Frederick, the guy that made it, and anybody else that helps build all those crazy features, I really think it's fantastic. I think it's great for the hobby. For me, it's I know it's like anything else. If I sit down and put the time in, I can learn how to do it. Right now, I'm just a little bit more selfish with my time. I'm not, Profi's not really for me, but I'm not totally against it. I'm not against it at all. I'm against spending the time to learn it right now. So if that makes sense, but it's great. Like hey, if people are Profi people, like by all means, like I support you. You got my support, right? Right now, I'm offering Xenopixel and Golden Harvest V3 stuff. Limited quantities, by the way. So, a couple Profi boards, but have yet to fully dive into the code and programming. Yeah, I'm really waiting on. I'm hoping, and I've heard there's some programs that make it a little easier to navigate, but I'm really hoping for a true drag and drop, like super simple. Hey, this is what I want. Drag it here, done. You know what I mean? Like Crystal Focus is with the crystalfocus.net app. It's kind of like that, and it's a little hard. There's a little bit of a learning curve to that app, but it's getting there in terms of the drag and drop features, and there's so many people contributing to the different blade styles, which I think is fantastic. Thank you to all you folks out there that do that. I think that's great, making me very happy. Golden Harvest, I know I'm really good friends with Frederick Foltz, Foltz with an F. Frederick Foltz over at SaberTech for the Golden Harvest. Good friend of mine. We've been kind of doing a partnership for a while now. Some of my fonts have been part of the default package for a long time now. Frederick, I love you, man. I love what you do. And also with the Golden Harvest, I know he's working on some features like that will make it a little more user friendly as far as customization goes. And and there is a little bit of learning curve, but Golden Harvest, like CFX, has a lot of drag and drop functionality. You know, swapping fonts is very easy. Learning how to set blade profiles is not too bad. And Golden Harvest does just about everything, man. I mean, honestly, features wise, and I might catch some flack for this, but I think Golden Harvest would be number 2 on what's available on the market as far as a board that can do things. Like the amount of things and customization that it can do, I would say Golden Harvest is number 2 and closely followed by Crystal Focus. But I say that lightly because, again, crystalfocus.net is doing a lot for the customization of Sabers. So the thing I like about it the most is it's like the gaming industry, right? It's like Xbox will do something, then PlayStation will do something, then Xbox will do something, and it just creates like the customers win, the community, the Saber community wins with all these different options and stuff that are out there. You know, it's just it's a great time to be in the hobby. Anyway, I'm gonna fire up this Revan real quick, and we'll listen to some more customization here. Now this one, you know, it's an inspired saber, so it's got it's gonna have. Do I have a daggum thing in there? Here we go. This will have the full cinematic collection as well, but it will also have. Now, damn it! Oh, I don't even have a blade plug in here. Well, hold on a second. I have to, not a blade plug, a set screw. Couple boards. The Asteria has a nice companion program to put. Yeah, you know, Asteria is not one I've had any experience with, and I'm unfortunately not supporting Asteria right now. I know, I think Cosmic Ape and Dante Saber Designs were, but yeah, I've heard good things. I've heard good things about Asteria. I haven't really heard anything bad. Again, I think it targets a certain market, a certain price point, and I think that's good. You know, I like those kinds of things. All right, hold on. I gotta. These set screws are really small. That's the thing I would say. If you buy one of these sabers, it's gonna come with a little bag, a little baggie, and that little baggie is got these set screws in it that are really tiny. So make sure you don't lose them. I think it comes with like 2 long and 2 short, which I honestly don't know what the long ones are for. But yeah. So let's see.
Power on.
Force lightning. These ones spin really nice. I mean, they spin really nice, man. They feel good in the hand. They spin really good. They're not huge, you know. Definitely user entry and entry level and user friendly. Yeah, nice. So let me turn this off.
Volume low. Mute. Volume high.
All right. Turn the light back on. I'm gonna clean this up and put it back. Check the chat. More of a GHV3 or a CFX guy. Yeah. No. Isaac, we were talking about that, with what I'm carrying here, it's a lot of Xenopixel V2 and I think I have 3 Golden Harvest hilts on hand. And when it comes to CFX or GHV3, I'm old school. I really like the Plector stuff. I've always gravitated towards the Plector stuff, and it I just like the usability of it. It's simple, but Golden Harvest V3 is also fantastic. It's super loud. Man, my camera is glitching. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna mess with my camera for a second. It might glitch out. If it does, I'll try to fix it without cutting the stream. So just bear with me just a second here. I gotta put the Saber back in its box. And all these little screws. I'm gonna put these back. Because a customer is gonna get this at some point. And I want them to make sure they have all their tools. I can't pick up anything with this damn glove on. These gloves are great, but they're slippy. Alright, time to mess with the camera a little bit. I might actually reposition it, but it's going to cut out probably. I got it on a little tripod. Well, it ain't little. Damn. Yeah, we're going to have to mess with that a little bit. Huh. What do we got here? The Revan from the Pox store is my travel saver because it is so easy and fun to swing. Yeah. I really wonder how much larger the Pox store Revan is to the LGT Revan. I would bet that they're really close, but I'm sure they have their own dimensions. LGT is probably a little smaller, but again, I don't have one to compare to, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, well the camera is still working, which is good. So, we ready? We got 7 people in here. I think it's surprise time. So you guys know that I've had this prototype saber that I've been talking about. And oh shit, hold on. This bad boy. Yeah. This, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's from Afri, which is one of the 2 guys at Sabermock. And he did a run of hilts like this, but not all of them had these High Republic fins on them. Some had a shroud piece. I think it's called the Zero something, but it's spelled different. If you haven't checked them out, man, they are sick. So I've been a partner with Sabermock for a while. They host a good handful of my sound fonts when you purchase one of their hilts. I actually got their Photon G4, which is based on Sword Art Online. This hilt is really freaking cool. And, you know, I made the sound fonts for Sword Art. And so when you buy this, those, of course, come standard on it. But yeah, so this particular hilt right here, this hilt has something very, very special about it. And I'm not even going to reveal everything it does today. This is just a teaser for those of you that are streaming in, because there's like five or six people, you know, the loyalists, if you will. So I don't mind showing it off to you guys, because when I finally get a better camera, which will probably be in another month or two, I'll be able to take this and do all brand new font demos, and that's when I should probably be careful doing that, man. This is like a pickaxe, man. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys something really cool that this does. It is a direct connect saber, so it has direct connect audio, which I'm gonna hook them to these speakers over here, and that's gonna play through the mic, so it may not sound the same as direct connect in the conventional sense. That's gonna be for demo videos later. But there's something else that this thing does a few things, but there's three main things it does. Number three is not gonna be shown off today. Number one is that it's a direct connect audio saber. Number two, and this is one thing that nobody else has in the hobby that I know about. Nobody else knows about this except me and, you know, a handful of people. But I don't think anybody else in the hobby has this. This hilt has direct power capability. Like, it runs on wall power, not a battery. There's no battery in this hilt. It runs on a wall power. So literally, I have a cord and I can hook it up to a power source, and this one cable will supply the power, the audio, and the other special thing that I'm not going to discuss right now. So give me just a second, and I'll hook this all up. I pray that I don't break it for a third time. So bear with me. It's a long wire because the wire has a couple different ending points, and those ending points are for the various things, one being wall power, the other being audio, and then another being, well, we're not going to talk about that right now. The point is this thing is crazy awesome, and it does a lot of cool stuff. And right now, I'm going to plug this in. And I'm going to get my blade. Let's see if we're still with us. Cosmic Ape, what's up, dude? Unlimited power. Holy proto, I know, right? Yo, Joel, what's up, brother? Yeah, this thing, it's about to get crazy. Hold on a second here. I got to plug up to my unlimited power. Yeah, this box, this white box, that's my DC power converter. So I can, you know, this is what's going to power it. It's set to 3.7 volts. This hilt is running a CFX soundboard. And then let's get a blade in this bad boy before we turn anything on, because I don't want to F this thing up. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I do not want to F this thing up. Alright. What is it in the Ghostbusters they say? Ooh, I gotta give myself some slack here. We got the tools and we got the talent. Alright, everything's on, blades in. Audio is good. You guys ready for this? Oh shit. Damn it. That's bad. That's really bad. Man, the last time I got that was not good. Alright, shit. Hold on. The last time I got that was not good. I hope I didn't F it up. Damn, Russell's going to be so mad at me if I break this. Alright, hold on. Technical difficulties, folks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, man. Alright, man. Let's pray that we don't bust this thing. I'm gonna bust it. Hey, we're gonna do it live though, right? Damn it. Alright. Yeah, red alert, no kidding. Alright, round number 2. Shit. 3.7. Alright. Well, time to diagnose. This is what happens, man. Damn, it was fucking working earlier. I must be getting a ground or something somewhere. Hold on. Alright, demon's over. Have a good night. Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Demon's ovaries. What the hell? Just doing the normal stuff, checking. So there's the CFX core. No busted pins. It might have been something grounding out. Maybe I shouldn't have any of these wires touching that or that. You never know, right? And then I'm going to check the blade again. Make sure we're good on this. Alright, we're good on that. Let's try this again. Damn it, it's all tangled up. Jesus. Alright, let's try this. That's off. Plug this in. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna skip this demo and then talk to my manufacturer about this, see what's going on, because I've been having some trouble. Alright, here we go. Round number 3. Let's turn this volume down in case that beeping happens again. Jeez, man. Crazy. Fuck. That's so weird. I don't know. Well, it happens, man. It's a prototype. I did say it's a prototype. Oh, man, that sucks, dude. This thing was working just fine the other day. Shit. What is, let's get some cord. So what else is new in Saberland these days? Everyone doing good? What's up? Yeah, thanks, Joel. I appreciate the compliments on the studio. It's you know, it's a work in progress. Still working on things, trying to get this prototype to work, stuff like that. This thing, you know, I'm really interested to see. This thing was working just great a few days ago. No problems whatsoever. And now all of a sudden, it doesn't want to work at all. So we're gonna try this again. so weird. Well, if anyone knows CFX and knows how to diagnose a problem, I'm more than happy to hear it out. Damn. That sucks, man. Anyway. Well, I guess this will have to wait. It's gotta be something, it's gotta be something on the continuity. Well, I'm not ready to give up on it just yet. Anyway. So what is it about CFX that makes that noise? What does that mean? I could probably try reseating the SD card. I could probably try that and see if that works. I mean, I'm just kind of chilling, so if you guys have questions or want to know about the LGT stuff that I have, about the custom Sabers I have while I'm troubleshooting this, feel free. I've got the chat window right here on my phone, and if y'all have questions on anything at all, please let me know. Let's try to... You see that? All the pins are good. So that's not the issue, and this was working fine. Can't imagine. Nothing wrong there. Contacts are clean. Anyone know what it means when a CFX Saber beeps like that? Because I've gotten this before, but I don't understand what could be causing it. So I just reseated the SD card, because I hadn't tried that yet. I mean, this is a prototype build, so it's not going to be 100% perfect by any stretch. And my wires, do want to make sure my wires aren't grounded out for some reason. This table is wood, so it's not busting up against anything metal. And then white dot. Well, if I can get this damn thing to work. Well, damn. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know. That's okay. It's a prototype. I'll troubleshoot that, and I don't have my good camera for this yet anyway, plus my light panels aren't done, so still plenty of time. I'll have to message Wade about, or Russell about that. I'll have to message him. So anyway, alright, well, I'll go ahead and disassemble. That is so freaking weird, man. That bugs me, man. Fuck. Some days it wants to work, some days it doesn't. Makes me wonder. Maybe the juice is split. Maybe the juice is split too much. I mean, I'm open to ideas at this point. Damn. Now wait a minute. Hey, wait a second. Oh. It was the blade? Was the blade screwing up? Oh, there's like a... Oh, there's a little fuzzy in there. Alright, hold on. I gotta turn this off. Hey, we might be working after all. Give me a second. As soon as I took the blade out, it was fine. So something's going screwy. Make sure there's no fuzzies. And always disconnect your electricity, folks. Oh man, I don't want to. I need a piece of plastic. I don't want to. The worst thing you want to do is touch pins together. I mean, there's no juice in it. There's no battery. So, like if you have a battery in your hilt and you touch pogo pins together and create that circuit, you can actually fry your board. I've heard this. I've seen it in a couple scenarios. I don't know exactly if it's the board or the configuration or what board does it, but I know it's bad. So there's actually no electricity at all. There's no battery in here. So even if I touched it with my hands or a glove, it'd probably be fine, but I always want to play it safe. So I'm going to get a piece of plastic, this little pencil, and see if I can fish out whatever the hell this is. It looks like a little string of plastic. Yeah, it's like a little plastic hair or something, like a little fuzzy. That was probably screwing up my continuity. Well, now we get to find out. What was I doing? Let's see. It works. Yeah, no, yeah, we're gonna try this again. So blade first, then I'll hook it up to the power. I'll also check my connection. I guess it's good homework. Like before you put a blade in, check your fittings. Make sure there's no obstructions. I mean, that's kind of common sense, but it's funny how much we don't think about it, right? So let me try this again. Let me go ahead and get this blade in here now that everything is clear. At this point, if this doesn't work, then I'll try a different blade, which I should have done in the beginning anyway. So let's check our electrodes. I always do negative first, then positive. All right, let's turn the volume up just a little bit. All right, God, I hope this isn't loud. Shit. That is so weird, man. Damn. All right, hold on. We're gonna try a different blade. That seems to be the only real problem. Let's try one of these defective blades that I have. It's defective cosmetically, not functionally. Let's see. Alright, hold on. Damn thing. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was just a blade. You guys ready for this shit? Yeah! Here we go. Can y'all hear that? Oh yeah, baby. Let me turn the camera just a little bit and hope it doesn't die. Boom.
selection. Unstoppable.
Arcane.
My name is Sam Flynn.
Yeah, baby.
Sound bank selection.
My name.
Yeah, baby.
Spectrum. Spectrum.
Crap.
Spectrum.
Let's go back to that pink color, man.
Sound bank selection.
Arcane.
Uns.
Name's Ard.
This is Darth Undeadu.
Darth Undeadu.
Knowledge is power.
Spectrum. Sound bank selection.
I need a weapon. I know.
User.
I'm Kirito.
Call me out now.
Audio player. SD system exit.
My name is.
Arcane.
Unstop.
Name's Kyle Kutz. I don't believe it.
This is our galaxy, Sidious. Our reality.
Hey, Joel, it's not a pure white blade. That was the Flash on Clash. It's probably just coming through weird on the setup. A lot of the fonts I just demoed are actually part of the Bendu Armory font package that I built for him. Tron, Legacy, Gundam, you know, the mobile suit font, and Darth Undeadu. And then this one is based on Darth Plagueis. It's called The Wise. Very menacing. And all the meanwhile, this thing's running on wall power. So I have no battery whatsoever. This thing is all battery, direct connect audio. It actually does something else really cool that I'm not going to show off today. That'll be for a later time.
Sound bank selection.
This Darth. I need a weapon.
Okay, this font was a commission for a customer. And it was actually, I think it was for Kessel Custom Sabers, Carlos over there, great guy. And it's basically like a mix of Halo meets Kylo Ren. And I think he calls it like Supreme Leader Chief or something like that. Yeah, so that's available exclusively through Kessel Custom Sabers. Go hit up Carlos and tell him your boy Link sent you over there. So, let's try another one.
Sound bank selection.
I need a whip.
I think this was a commission for another customer. It was a little more simple. So that one was kind of more traditional.
Sound bank selection.
I know that
User.
Okay, so I created... Well, I'll go over that one later, because that one's kind of my own thing, but...
I'm Kirito.
Kirito from Sword Art Online. If you're a Sword Art fan, you'll know what this is. Uh-oh, shit. Oh, you know what?
Sound bank selection. I'm Kirito.
I just remembered that this is a preloaded package that has some mistakes on it, and I'm building a new one, so bear with me.
Call me Asuna.
This is Asuna. Oh, is it doing the same shit? Okay.
Sound bank selection.
Call me now.
Audio player. As system exit.
my name is.
Arcane.
This is Arcane from the Bendu package.
Sound bank selection.
Arcane.
We'll do Blaze. Fireblade. Alright.
Sound bank selection.
Name I don't. This it dies. This.
So this one's based on, it's called Loyalty. It's based on Darth Talon. It's also part of the Bendu package. I'm showing off a bunch of his fonts because I made them, but I will be showing off a lot more demos of my own stuff once I get a better camera and I can use this. And I've got, again, another secret that this thing does that's going to be really cool. But for now, this is what I've got loaded on here, so we're going to work with it. So this is Darth Talon, Loyalty. Isaac says, where can I get Archon? The only Archon font I've ever made is called Eternal Prince, and it's actually part of the Golden Harvest default package, along with Cryocarbon. So those two fonts were made by me. If you want Archon, until I can make a new, different, my own thing one, which is going to be pretty far down the pipeline for right now, that's going to be where you're gonna get it is on the Golden Harvest default package. It's called Eternal Prince. It's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. Really enjoying the font showcase. Yeah, Kessel Customs. Oh, I'm sorry. So Arkin, like Prince Arkin, that's what I was talking about. Eternal Prince is part of the Golden Harvest default package. If you're looking for Arcane, that's part of the Bindu Armory sound font offering. He does charge for that. He had a Black Friday sale. I don't know if he still is on his fonts, but the Arcane sound font is on Bindu exclusively. That he owns that. I built it, but he owns it. So definitely go support Bindu. Andrew is a good friend of mine. Really happy to work with him. That sound font package was just hilarious to make. It was fun to make. You know, I did Tron, we did Gundam, we did Fireblade, we did a little bit of everything. You know, canon characters. We did Bastilla Shan, Kyle Katarn, Plo Koon. We did Plagueis, Talon, Darth Undeadu, which was kind of my idea because no one had ever made a font on him. There's not that much material in the extended universe about him, but the little bit there is there, I just think it's super sick. He's like this mummy pharaoh, like ancient Sith character that literally developed or came up with essence transfer. I think in the comics and stuff, I think he was the first one to do it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure because I know Bane and all them came after Ondedu, and they all tried to. And actually, in the Bane novels, spoiler alert, but in the Bane novels, one of the holocrons that Bane finds for the purpose of essence transfer is Darth Undeadu. So really interesting character, man. Really interesting character. So, hey, I appreciate it. Hey, let me know in the comments, man. I'm running this off of some speakers, so it's like it's direct connect, but not like you aren't hearing it direct the way it will in future demos. You're hearing it from a speaker into my mic. So let me know how that sounds. If it sounds pretty good, then you know that's good to know. You know, I can mess with some stuff later. I am planning on getting a better camera, and this prototype saber does other cool things that I've yet to show off. So yeah. So anyway, let me know how everything sounds. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and retire this for the evening because it's really loud, and I want to give it a rest. I want it to be able to work for future stuff. I don't want to break it. If I broke it, Russell would be very mad at me, and I don't want Russell mad at me. He is a great guy. By the way, if you didn't know, Russell from Wade Sabers helped create that prototype. He worked with me for months on it. Big shout out to Russell. Thank you for that. I figured out why it was beeping. I just needed to try a different blade. It's probably the rings. It was no continuity. Something was up, but I got it to work. And it's still working fine, thankfully. And that special thing it does, it worked before, and when I'm ready for it, it'll work again. So, yeah. I think both are must-haves. I'm listening to Darth Bane Trilogy. Yes, Zero. The Darth Bane Trilogy, if you're doing the audiobooks like I've been talking about for months, fan-freaking-tastic, man. The Bane, that was the first ones for the audiobooks that I did, was the Bane novels. And absolutely incredible. I'm still chipping away. I'm not getting to listen to it as much as I was, but I started the new Visions Ronin audiobook. I'm probably 3 or 4 chapters in. I'm still early on, but I have gotten past the point where they leave off in the episode, which I found is interesting. So really interesting so far. I'm very intrigued to finish it. Very intrigued. Glad we could see a secret showcase, so you're telling us it sounds even better. Can't wait. They are literal movies. Dude, they are, right? I've been telling people the audiobooks for Star Wars. I can't say that this way for all other genres and audiobooks, but the production quality of audiobooks for Star Wars is like being in a damn movie with your eyes closed. You get all the sounds, all the ambience, the atmosphere, the nature, the background, the force lightnings, the lightsaber hits. You get everything, man, and it's super cool. It's super cool. Um, let's see. It's own story, but it feels like so. Yeah, Ronan. Ronan and the episode, the duel. I think out of all of it, out of all the Vision stuff, was probably the best example of Star Wars that exist outside of the norm of what we know, right? But it's still very familiar. Like I think they it made it believable in the context of, okay, I do believe that this could exist this way in the Star Wars universe when you're talking about the world around the Skywalkers, right? You have the Skywalker saga and everything, but there's still Star Wars all around that. And this is an example of a story told that exists around all that, you know, now you're getting to see something else from a different angle. And I think I just really like the way they did it. And I love the Japanese culture behind all of it, the art style. I really love the black and white art style. It really harkens back to the old samurai movies, and God, I'm gonna get roasted for it, but I forget the very famous. It even takes from a very famous movie, the definitive samurai black and white movie, and God, I can't remember the name of it, but they even borrowed that aesthetic, that theme, some of those camera angles, and I really liked it a lot. Yeah, no, it's crazy. All right, so note to self on the prototype, which I need to unplug. Make sure to use a different blade so the pins line up correctly and everything's good. I gotta sneeze. Etiquette. That's what I feel like when I'm gonna sneeze. I need some water. So office tour. All right. I don't know if I want to move the camera that much. Let me see if I can hook up this second webcam, because I can move this POS around and I don't care what happens to it. Let's see. Is that gonna work? Image capture to. I don't know if it does, man. It doesn't like to. Properties. Configure video. Device default. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't like to add in the middle of properties. Deactivate. Activate. There it goes. Hey! Alright. We're gonna go fudge. We're gonna go in flavor of this. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Configure video. Configure video. Hold on. Cancel device resolution. That's fine. Alright, so we'll just move me in the center. We're going to have bars. We're going to have sidebars because this is, again, a secondary camera. And alright, so office tour. So you come in through the doors, through the double doors. This is the entrance, and then right when the entrance you get some Star Wars pops. You got Cal Kestis there. You got BB-8. I can't pull the cord on the webcam any further, but you got Grogu in the corner there with little Darth Vader. Super Nintendo homage, some more pops and stuff, more crap like that. Then you get the desk. You got the Xbox. You got the Razer stuff. You got label printer for the orders. You got the microphone. Then you got the arcade cabinet, which actually, hold that thought. Hold that thought. I'm going to turn the lights out again. Alright, you got the lighting on the cabinet, which is, it does change color. I got it color cycling right now. I believe I do. Let's double check that. There we go. Color cycling. You know, fit any theme. Funny enough, I actually use this lighting off this cabinet when I'm shooting my TikTok videos. What I'll do is I'll stand like here, like this, next to it, with my feetsies here, and then I'll shoot it right here. And the light coming off the LED strips in the cabinet is, I tune it to whatever color I want for the video because it just works out so well. And then of course, I've got the power supply right here for the thing, and then I've got this here. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, I gotta fix this cord. Maybe give me a little bit of slack extra. That's about all I'm gonna get on that. That stand is one of those ones from Quest Designs on Etsy, like they're out of Canada. It has the cheese grate Death Star panel lighting underneath it. Y'all have probably seen a bunch of those. Then, of course, the neon sign. And then over here is like a retro gaming station. I have my analog Super NT and Mega SG systems so I can game it up, do whatever I'm going to do. So, and then the desk is a adjustable height. Y'all have seen it before. But yeah, man. This is my little work in progress studio. I do have a couple of benches. Well, y'all have seen the arcade benches. Y'all have seen those. But anyway, we'll go back to the main camera here. Hold on a second. Let me deactivate this one. Get my tripod going here. Hold on. I'm going to deactivate. And then reactivate. Boom. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. All right. Nice. Can't wait to have mine. Yeah, no, it's really, really helpful. Yeah, and the arcade lights are really nice. I actually have the arcade hooked up to do streaming for games. So like, I do plan on doing that. I'm probably not gonna do it tonight. I'm probably gonna cut the stream here in a minute. Is there anything you guys want to see as far as the custom sabers that I have ready to sell? Anything in particular y'all have any questions about with the custom saber sales, or pricing, or soundboard options, or any of that kind of stuff? I'm gonna leave it open for about 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Answer any questions you guys have about products, upcoming stuff, just whatever you want. It's kind of an AMA session now, and then we'll end it after that. It's looking great, man. Good. Thank you, Zero. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's there's still, like I said, there's still some Death Star light panels that I'm working on. 2 of them. Once those are done, that's like the last thing that I'm waiting to do. Well, that and get the new camera I'm trying to get. Once I have the light panels done and the new camera, then I'll be complete as far as the office is concerned until probably another 6 months from now. You know, other than adding like a couple of posters, I do want some posters and some extra lighting and knickknacks, but functionally, where it's at, it's where it's pretty much, you know, the Death Star light panels will be kind of the final edition for now. So yeah, if there's anything on the Saber products that you guys have questions on, you know, if y'all are interested in buying anything, everything's still on Black Friday pricing. For what the Sabers are, they're very competitively priced. I look at all the other vendors and what their pricing is, and I base it, you know, that's my baseline on what to look for and what to charge as far as a fair price goes. You know, I'm not out to step on people's toes, but at the same time, you know, as a font maker, I get to add value to these in my own way, which I think is a lot of fun, and I think it's important. And of course, the quality control, you know, everything comes through me before it goes out the door. So if you guys have any questions about any of these Sabers, feel free. You know, we talk about hilts that are inspired hilts. The OBTPM from LGT is actually very nice. Again, fingerprint magnet, but that's okay. Nothing lights up on the greeblies, and that's okay. The grooves, again, you're not getting the deep grooves, and the switch plate is, that's the biggest giveaway. But everything else is pretty dadgum close. I mean, it's very close. When you talk about you want something that looks good and is on a budget, I mean, these, for the price point, these are it. I mean, plain and simple. I think if you've got $200-300 and that's kind of what you're working with, and you want an OBTPM or something, something similar in quality, and something that's built pretty dadgum well, hey, these are great. So definitely check out the site. Again, everything is still on Black Friday pricing for the Sabers, and my sound fonts are all going to stay on Black Friday pricing for the rest of the year, which is another month, of course. And then hopefully moving into the new year, we'll have some new stuff going on. And then I'll do some more videos here in the future really soon about changes and things that are coming up. Let's see. So you have Golden Harvest and Xenopixel. I'm loving the Obi-Wan Saber. Yeah. Yes, Liam, right now I only have Xenopixel and Golden Harvest. I really think I'm going to just sell those. They offer baselit hilts, but I'm not ready to commit to adding that to the inventory just yet. I know there's a big market for those. I'm looking at that. They are, of course, cheaper all around, but as a sound font guy, I really like what Xenopixel can do, and of course, Golden Harvest V3 is like creme de la creme, right up there with CFX and Profi. So, I want to sell something that I can put my sound fonts into and customize, and that way people, when they buy from me, they get that experience. With baselit, I really can't do that, and that's where my hesitation comes from. Nothing against the baselit crowd at all. Maybe in the future I'll add some of that, but right now, yes, Xenopixel and Golden Harvest. And then all in all, really happy for you, but there's a lot you deal with behind the scenes. We don't see the progress is there in your client. Hey Zero, I really appreciate that. Yeah, it is. I'm always doing something in the background. I mean, between the biggest thing is I am trying to grow this as a business, but I have a real life job that takes priority, right? So, this really is a hobby for me. I am treating it like it's, it is a business. It's a legitimate business. I'm treating it like one. I definitely want to give the attention to it. And my customers, of course, if you guys buy something, y'all saw the label printer on my desk. You buy it. I print the label out. It's in stock right here, ready to ship. I can get it out in the mail tomorrow. If you bought it right now, it's in the mail tomorrow. And if someone's trying to get something before Christmas, now's a good time. I can at least get it in the mail now, and you could still get it before Christmas, right? So that's great, and I want to keep it that way as long as I can. So even though I have the real life job and everything, yes, I am always still working on Repulse in the background, and it's slower progress. It's going to take me some time to build it, but that's okay. You guys, if y'all have been hanging around, y'all know me. I'm very consistent, and I'm just little by little, right? I'm climbing that ladder little by little, and I want to make sure to give you guys the best that I can. So check the chat here. So a couple more minutes, couple more last minute questions. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I'm about to wrap it up here for the night, and we'll see what's going on. So but while I'm waiting on you guys to ask any questions you may have, this was the original prototype Saber that I had working on. This picture, I showed this picture off. Well, this is MHS. This is all MHS stuff. It's actually a thin neck and a custom shroud by Russell at Wade Sabers. Unfortunately, this hilt is a big paperweight now. Basically, with because this prototype hilt is a prototype, it's running on wall power, the whole setup is completely different on the inside, which I'm not going to really dig into right now in this video. I'll probably make a separate video for that. But because of that unique setup, this particular configuration proved to be too difficult. And I actually sent this back to him like 3 times because it kept messing up, it kept breaking, and it wasn't his fault. It's just the way it needed to be built. So instead, I sent him that High Republic Zero inspired hilt by Afri over at Sabermock, and because it was already pre-drilled for an aux and a main switch, and you didn't have to do anything custom like what was gonna be done here, and that hilt just worked out way better. It worked the first time, and Russell did rework the chassis system a little bit to accommodate for that, and it just worked out beautifully. So this is just, I'm going to keep this. It's kind of like a prototype of a prototype, right? And it's pretty cool. So more on that later. Let's see. If I have the funds later down the line, I'll definitely pick up something. Thanks, Liam. Stellar quality takes time. That's your calling card as far as yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. I really appreciate the support. And that is my thing, right? Like, it's okay. Like, I don't always want to be first to the finish line, with a new font or a new product or a new demo. For me, I want to come at this from a place of it's my vision, my creativity. Like, I want to do it my way. And that's how I've always done it with my fonts and everything in the hobby. And, even with Sabers, like, this is LGT stuff, and I'm perfectly okay with that. It's not the end goal of where I want to be, but it's a stepping stone to get there. And that's the whole point is, in life, when you see something you want, you have to be willing to take the necessary steps to get there, no matter what. If it's something you really want, you go get it, right? So, the Tron hilt. The Tron hilt, prototypes here. We're going to get there. Oh, trust me, buddy. We are going to get there. I love the emitter cutouts. It's one of my favorite features. But yeah, I definitely... And this hilt has got such a nice grip and size and feel to it. But yeah, I'm going to get there. There's plenty of stuff coming down the line. 2022, I'm really hoping to get some LGT stuff out in the community, really build up some capital so I can invest it back into the business and start getting custom stuff like this. That's the goal. I really want to offer some truly custom, unique hilts that nobody else has, and I think I'm going to get there one day. Hey, if it takes a year, 2 years, that's okay. Again, this is my hobby, so I've got all the time in the world. I don't have to rely on this. I don't have to shill out all this stuff, buy this now, buy all the things for me because my life depends on it. No. I get to do this at my pace, and I get to do it the right way. And that's the most exciting thing for me because I know it's what you guys deserve in the hobby. So, with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream. If you were hanging out, if you stopped by at any point during the stream, if you're watching this later, I really appreciate each and every one of you. You all matter. You're all great and fantastic. And thank you so much for supporting Repulse, for supporting me and my work. And as always, this is just, as Count Dooku would say, this is just the beginning, right? So may the Force be with you, and we're going to see y'all on the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.